Welcome back, friends. Today I have some exciting exclusive products to the Spellbinders shop. Now, these products are only available at the Spellbinders website, and I have also a really exciting announcement to share with you guys. So, the three exclusive products are the Merry Christmas to You card front. This is a BetterPress letterpress plate, which means you can use it in your BetterPress and also your Glimmer machine for foiling. So this here fills an A2 pretty nicely with a little room, which we will see here shortly. And it's really impactful. So we will be playing with that. They also have an exclusive poinsettia bell and border 3D and cut. Now, this is pretty neat, I do have to say. It has two embossing areas. I mean, of course, it's all one plate, but this area here is kind of like a 6x6 area. And then this area here is like a border. And I don't know if you can see here. There you go. You can see it here. It has a line. And then you have the die that will cut that along that edge. So it gives you this detail embossed area to be able to play with separately. So there's tons of different ways you can use this. And I'm going to show you one of those ways today. Then there is an exclusive wax seal. It's a square and it says Merry Christmas. I don't know. Let's see if it'll, there you go. Merry Christmas. And here it is right here. So we're going to be putting that on our project today. So now the big announcement. This week, I believe, now this has not been, as of recording this, this has not been released yet, but I have been told by the Spellbinder elves that it will be the first week in November. So I'm tentatively scheduling this the first week of November to go live. But this BetterPress plate will be free with the purchase. So that could change. And but as of right now, that's what I've been told. But this will be free with purchase. I just don't know all the exact details. Gorgeous, 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 gorgeous plate, as you can see here. Now, this plate, or this card, we will be coloring, or we're going to finish coloring. I've started it, and we're going to finish it here. Now, why don't we go ahead and do that one first, our first sample. And with this, what I have done is before inking through the BetterPress, I went ahead and took my cardstock, my A2 panel of BetterPress paper, and I inked this panel with 2 tones of yellow ink. And I'm trying to, I don't remember, I was on vacation when I was doing it, so I don't have the exact ink colors with me. But I do know that I took the BetterPress ink. I did have the BetterPress ink saffron with me, and I did do the last coloring with the saffron on the corners to darken it. I didn't realize you could actually shade with the saffron ink, even though it's permanent, but you can. So I was using Altenew inks to start with, and I only had a few colors with me. So I did try to make it lighter in the center, leaving this little halo here, and then lighter to darker, making sure those edges were extra dark. So I'll pull it up here so you can see the gradient. I wanted it super dark here, lighter, lighter, lighter. So then I pressed it in black. I made sure this was all lined up in the center when I did my pressing. So then I just had the black and yellow. And then my girlfriend that I was with, Sue, if you're watching this, hello. She said, well, are you going to color it? And I looked at it and I was like, I don't know how that would work. You know, it's inked already. So, but then it got to me thinking, and now I didn't have any watercolors or anything with me, but I did remember to bring a paintbrush. So I pulled out an ink cube and I went ahead and did the little inking technique that we've done before. And I thought, well, this is going to reactivate with water. So I thought, well, green and yellow go together. So let's just play and take a little risk here. So I got a little bit of water, a little bit of the green ink on my brush. I'm going to go ahead and put a little more water down here. Rather dilute it a little bit, have a little too less than too much. And then, okay, we need more. Then went in here and started coloring my leaves. Now, you always can make it darker. You can't go back, so remember that. It's okay if it's light to start with. But then I went in here and just started filling in those leaves, which is going to now give us our two-tone leaves. And I thought, how cool is that? Now, of course, you can't do this with every color because some colors will react horribly because these are watercolors. I mean, they're dye-based inks, so they will react to water and they will mix. So, but a green and a yellow, they're right next to each other on the color wheel and they're complementary. So, but if it was like a blue and a yellow, you would end up getting green. Or if it was a red and a blue, you would get purple. So that's how I'm doing this. And we'll just finish these up here. Get a little bit more. We'll probably have to put some more ink down there. I know I should be using something other than my black mat, but that's okay. I'm just using what I have at the moment. But just get a baby wipe here in a moment. Oh, I'm hurrying and I messed up there a little bit. That's all right though. I'm just hurrying for time's sake. But wanted you guys to have the tip, the little thing that I had figured out, and so you can use this in your crafty projects. So I thought it was kind of a cool idea. And one that gives a little more life to your inky backgrounds. I'm going to be having another BetterPress video coming out soon, and it's all on how you can add more to your BetterPressing. Add other things to BetterPressing. So watch for that. That's going to be a fun one. I really had fun while I was away on my little retreat trying to think, okay, how can we step up this BetterPressing with other products in my stash, and how can we just add stuff to my BetterPress so it's not just flat all the time? How can we do this? So I just had a few things I kind of mixed and played with, and not rocket science or anything, but it was fun. So I have one more down here, and we will be all done. I'm not really trying to shade here, guys. I'm just trying to put down color. I figure this isn't, this was an afterthought. But I think the whole thing gives it impact. And I loved the idea that my girlfriend gave me. So there we go. Okay, so there we go. Check it out. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, so that is our first card. I will do a little quick cleanup. Okay, guys, for card number 2, I have used the embossing folder. I embossed the background in white and added it to an A2 card base. Then I embossed this specialty section in silver foil, and I used the die first to cut this piece out. Now, you want to cut this piece out first and then run it through the die cut or run it through the embossing folder so that you don't lose your embossing. And then I die cut a piece from red as well, and I lined it just offset behind it. Then we are going to use our wax seal here, and I'm just going to put a little greenage, is that a word? Greenery behind it. And that will be that. The actual wax seal is our sentiment. So, and this is gluing to silver foil, so of course it might take a little bit extra to dry. Right now I'm just using that as placement there. The set I'm using for these pieces is an older set, which is probably and always on sale. If you want to get a bargain, you can keep an eye out for it. But I've used it in both of my cards today, and it is a keeper. I really, really like it. And I picked it up on a deal when I got it. Like me a deal. And gosh, that last sale, oh my goodness, those sale prices were amazing. And a bunch of you have told me, I shopped. You guys liked it too, didn't you? Okay, let's see how that's looking. First being centered. Pull this out just a little bit. Nice thing about the mirror is you can move it around some. Let me look at a little closer. Okay, that looks good. Then we'll just cover this in the Barely Art glue. I really like to give it a lot of glue. And of course on the mirror card again, and with these pieces underneath it, this is going to need some time to dry. But we're going to put this on here like so. And I am going to get a little block and sit it on top of there. And I'll raise this up so you can see it first. There we go. Just a little something something to give it a little punch there. I think that's super cute. And I'm going to just sit it aside here and just sit a block on it so it can be drying while we do our third card. Now for this one here, check out the BetterPress plate. It feels so yummy, but isn't that an awesome plate? Now I used the ink pads again, and I just used my paintbrush and just dabbled in the little tiny areas, just a little bit, and colored just those touches in to kind of coordinate with my paper. Now this paper is Graphic 45. I got it on scrapbook.com. I can link it below if it's still available. It's really gorgeous paper. I love the black and gold running through it. It really, really, really coordinates nicely. So we're going to put a little bouquet down here on the bottom, because everybody knows I like my 5x7 cards. So I scooted that up, and we're going to do a little decorating down here on the bottom, kind of like we did on the other card, but I'm going to add some flowers this time. Let's see. Let's divide these up so we have the even amounts on both sides. So we'll have 3 there, and we'll have 3 here. And then we'll have a holly on each side and a pink flower on each side. Okay. So we're going to do 1. Okay, I'm going to put a small little pink flower on either side of the poinsettia, just to kind of frame it. And then we will put the holly on either side of it. All right, we'll just tuck these under here. Super cute. And I use different types of greens so that they would show. And then to finish it off, let's put this last little poinsettia up here. Got a smaller one, an extra holly. We could just kind of tuck under there. And maybe this last little pink, we could tuck under there too. Maybe like that. And then I also, whoops, it's glitter paper. So let's see, stick that down. Let's give it a little more glue. Okay. And then I've got these gems left over from a kit, and I thought we would just put these in the centers. Let's see, are those too big? I got some smaller ones. Let's see, are those too big? Let's see what it looks like. No, I think they're okay. Put those right in the center, oops, of the little pink flowers. Okay, so here is this one all completed. There we go. So we've gotten these two cards with our exclusive products, the wax seal, the embossing folder, and the BetterPress die, only available at Spellbinder's website. And of course, don't forget to be watching for the free BetterPress plate over on the website as well. So thank you so much for watching today, and I will see you real soon. Bye-bye, guys.